Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and this is I Have Today, the show that inspires, educates, and empowers you. And we talk about the art of intentional living. And today is a very special day here in the US and in many places around the world. It's Valentine's Day. It's a day that's supposed to be devoted to love and love in all forms, all shapes, all sizes. And so, because this day is about love, I wanted to bring on a very special guest today. She's America's Love Queen. Her name is Sylvia Chavez, and she is coming on in just a few minutes. And we're going to have a powerful, candid conversation and talk about love. And we're going to not only just talk about love, we're going to give you the how-tos, how to actually attract love in your life, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether it's romantic love or it's love in any sort of relationship, but the power of love and how to attract and keep it into your life. So that's what we're going to be talking about during our interview. Plus, she's got a fantastic story that you have to know. She's just this beautiful light in the world. So she's coming up in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, what I first want to do is I want to bring you this week's intention statement. And our intention statement this week is, I have today to be the love I seek. I have today to be the love I seek. The thing is, and we're going to talk a lot about this today, and some of you might be going, really, Diane? The truth is, the love that you seek in your life is not outside of you. It comes from within. Like everything in our lives, if our lives aren't coming from us, they're happening to us. The same thing goes with love. If the love isn't coming from you out, law of attraction, we get what we put out there, then what are you attracting to you? So we're going to share some powerful, powerful tips that you can start implementing in your life today. No, nothing in your life has to change. The circumstances don't need to be different in order for you to be attracting love into your life, the love that you seek and desire. Okay, so that is our intention statement. So what we do is, Cherry, my amazing assistant, she creates beautiful wallpapers with our intention statement every single week that you can find on Instagram, on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. Go there. There's a little button that says wallpapers, and the intention statement is right there. So take a screenshot of it and look at it for the entire week so that it really anchors into you. It becomes a part of your thinking. It becomes, pierces your heart. And you really understand, I have today to be the love I seek. And so that's available for you there, plus a plethora of other ones. And the reason why I want you to do that and put it on your phone as your screensaver is because you pick up your device on average 150 times. And I say this every episode, by the way, because as I talked about in my book, A Better Today, we recap to remember. I just heard somebody on an interview this morning who said it takes you reading a book 11 times for the information, for you to remember the information. So I like to recap to remember for you. So this is just a reminder for you, like, oh yeah, that's a daily habit I could do and I can implement in my life just to create that awareness, which we're going to talk about awareness in a little while today. So use it as your screensaver so that every time you look at your phone, your screensavers, and it says, I have today to be the love I seek. And I am telling you, you will start manifesting more and more love in your life. So that's our intention statement for today. So again, Diane Forster Official. Okay, so I'm going to get into the interview with Sylvia in just a moment, but I wanted to share one more thing with you. So we have a segment called Magical Manifestation Moments. And this is where either I share a magical manifestation moment with you, which I have billions, or you write in and share yours with me. I'll tell you how to do that at the end of this story. So what I wanted to share with you this morning is I had another story that I was planning on telling you today. And I'll just give you the highlights of it, because there's another story that happened just this morning that is way more powerful. So back in 2017, and I do this all the time for my birthday, for the holidays, and I'm sharing this with you because I hope that you do this too. On certain occasions, or whenever I feel like it, but definitely on certain occasions like birthdays and New Year's and holidays, all of that, I will write down my list of gratitude. I will do a reflection of the things that I'm grateful for from the past year. And then I'll put my intentions. I'll set the intentions for the upcoming year. And I will write all the things that I want to bring into my life. And I always end each one of them with on, at, or by, and I give it a date, because the universe loves specificity. Because when we just, put it out there and leave it up to the now, well, everything is now in the universe anyway. So there's no timeline. So if you can be specific enough with a date, it definitely helps. So back then, I set the intentions for several things in my life: health goals, business goals, love goals. And I set the intention to be in a romantic relationship on, at, or by October 1st of that year, because my birthday's in August and October 1st is the date that my mom passed away. So it's always a special, bittersweet day for me. So that was just the date I heard, and that's the date I threw out. Well, that year, I manifested a previous relationship, someone from my past, a high school sweetheart, and he reached out to me out of the clear blue. We ended up seeing each other and we ended up having a relationship together. Now, it wasn't the one that was meant for me. It was meant to be completed. And so, but the point is, because of the specificity, it showed up. And I was shocked, so shocked at the way it happened. All right. Which is going to lead me to what I'm going to tell you next. Okay. So now, this is what happened to me this morning. I was getting ready and I went to put my earrings on. I had them sitting on the dresser, and one of the earrings slipped, like jumped out of my hand, and it rolled. And keep in mind, I have carpet, and this is the earring I'm talking about. It rolled under the bed and I couldn't find it. So I had to get my phone, get the light, and I had to really look underneath the bed. And it was sitting underneath my bed on top of a vision board that I made a couple of years ago. I don't even know how many years ago, probably, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, I want to say it was 2018. That was all relationship based, all relationship based. It was me and my partner and our life together and all these words. Now, I am not kidding you when I tell you the universe wanted me to pull out that vision board, which I never look at. It's like sitting under my bed, and look at it today. Today, I got a message loud and clear, because I'm open to love. I'm definitely ready. I read the whole board, every descriptive thing on there, which I'm going to do for you guys in the mantra meditation today. So stick around. I'm not going to read my words, but I'm going to tune in and pull what I need to tell you about your relationship. And you're going to raise your frequency and your vibration. It's going to be a phenomenal experience today. So whether you're in a relationship or not, I highly encourage you to stay to the end, because if you are in a relationship, it's going to enhance it. And if you're not, it's going to attract it. So doing that process this morning, oh my gosh, what 2 things I realized. First of all, it felt so good. I was so in the vibration and the frequency of that relationship with this partner, with this man. And so it just felt so good, number 1. And number 2, I realized something today as I was doing that. I'm a totally different woman today than I was when I created that vision board in the first place. So the universe wanted me to see it again, to say, you're ready for this, girl. Like, you are really ready for this. So what? I mean, come on. The earring rolls out of my hand underneath my bed, so far under my bed, and sitting in the middle of this vision board that's like this big. Just had to share that story with you. So there's another message in there, and that is to pay attention to the signs, because they are all around you. So Thank you for letting me share that story with you. I hope you got a nugget or two out of it. And now we are going to bring on our amazing guest, America's Love Queen, Sylvia Chavez. Come on, Sylvia. There she is. A little bit of I love it.
Yay.
I love the heart. So great.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's to you too. Happy Love Day, right?
Yes.
Every day is Love Day.
Yeah, absolutely. Every minute, every second of life is a love moment. A sacred one, yes.
So true and so beautiful. Okay, before we start, I just want to share just a brief little bit about Sylvia. Sylvia Chavez is a love expert, coach, mentor, published author, podcaster, and international motivational speaker. She teaches women all over the world who find themselves stuck in the same pattern of unhealthy relationships and broken hearts by applying her system called HER. How to heal their heart, empower themselves, and redesign the love they want so they can love deeply and be deeply loved and adore to live the extraordinary love story they are meant to have, where settling is not an option. So powerful.
Yes.
I love that. I love it. Well, you and I go way back. I've been watching you in awe and wonder and just seeing you just putting your love out there in the world and touching and impacting lives. And it's been a beautiful thing for me to watch and experience. But I want everybody to know a little bit about your story. How is it that you were tapped to be America's Love Queen in doing the work that you're doing?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me. This is such an honor. I mean, Diane, I love you so much and I adore you. And you are for me an inspiration. And I learned so much from this lady. So please keep learning from her because she's, oh my God, she's amazing.
Thanks.
So my story is unfortunately the story of so many women out there, once too many. I was abused when I was 7 years old. So after that, I was really brave before. Before that age, I was like the bravest kid. But after that, I felt unworthy, unloved, dirty, broken, and my whole life changed. So I felt that the world was against me. And as well, I was silenced by my mom at that moment because, if my dad would find out, he would end up on jail, killing this man. So, that's the part of the story. But then every big decision and choice that I made after that was affected by that moment. So I got married feeling unworthy. So I was 20 years married. And when you feel unworthy, it's like, the mantra of today. You attract what you are, what you feel you deserve, So you got to become the love you seek. Exactly. So after that, it was 20 years of marriage. It's really hard until I started looking at myself and saying, okay, there must be something. And I started asking the gods, the universe, everything, what's my mission? Because I knew I had a mission. And suddenly I heard this voice inside that says, you gotta become love, the word love. And for me, that was like, oh, how do I do that? And I started seeking and looking for the masters and the teachers. And I remember one day, and this is very important for you to hear this message, that I said, one of my teachers, I want to give love. I want to be this person that gives and gives. And she told me, you can't give what you don't have. Mm-hmm. First, you have to fill your heart. And then when your heart is pouring, you give from the abundance. Yes. So, well, that's how I started my life as a love queen. And then I found the love of my life 17 years ago. And we live this extraordinary love that I share and I teach women, because I believe that love is beautiful, love is simple, love is not everything we learn, and love is worth every single thing you do about yourself, and love yourself for that. So that's the story of my life, and I am a happy woman. I feel love for everybody. I am love. I feel that, of course, there's always something else to learn. And but I feel that I'm on a mission to change women's world, women's relationships. So this is me.
So beautiful. I love you, and I love love, and I love that story. That I love what you said that really stuck out to me stuck out to me. Did I say stuck? Really stuck out to me.
I would do that all the time. So,
is you asked, what is my mission? What is my mission? And you got clearly it's to become love.
Yes.
To become love. I don't know if you're familiar with maybe you are. Paul Luftenegger. He's a beautiful musician, and he oh my God, his music just pierces through your heart, and he is all love. And he had life experience. I've had him on the show. I played his music at my event, at your, Spirit, Mind, and Body event, when I had everyone looking in the mirror to connect with yourself and fall in love with yourself. But he said the same thing, that he also had, his father had committed suicide. He was going through just a terrible time. And he was the same way. What's my purpose? What's my mission? God, what am I here to do? What will you have me do? And he said, he heard, spread love through music. You will be spreading love through music. Isn't it interesting that love is right at the top of the list of why we're here?
Yes, I believe that we are born. Yeah, I believe that we are born only to love and be loved. All the rest is just the manifestation of love. So when we buy cars and we want to have a house, it's all about love. Yeah. So when we don't have love, it's like we don't have anything,
Yeah. It's so true. So what I thought we would do today is I really want to give our audience, I'm like, we're girlfriends sitting across from each other, having a coffee chat, exchanging
water.
Yeah. Is that water or wine?
No, it's a water.
No judgment. Anyway. So I thought what we could do is really talk about, okay, it's easy to say, be the love you seek. Okay. Yeah. That sounds really nice, Sylvia. That sounds really nice, Diane. But how? How do I be and become the love and the love that I seek? So, I want to ask you what you think the answer to that question is.
Well, basically for me is, first of all, you got to know who you are, awareness, who you truly are. Because we are born in one way, and once we get to 30, 40, we are a completely different person, because society, relationships, these beliefs that we have that maybe don't belong to us, change us completely. So first of all, you gotta know who you are, and also question everything. Like, do I really like this? This is really what I want. I have this couple, I have these clients that say, oh, I like nasty boys. I always attract them because I like them. If you keep saying that, you are the expert on this, you will keep attracting the same thing. And maybe that's something that you learn or somebody told you and you took as your belief. So you got to look at the words you say. Yes. Everything you say has a meaning. Your words create your world. So awareness and getting to know you, and study yourself like a guinea pig. I always tell my clients, be your own guinea pig, right? And look at yourself and see the things you do, the things you say all the time, what you repeat. And that's for me the beginning. And healing is so important. You need to heal your broken heart, because we all have some kind of broken heart, small, big, whatever. But we all have wounds that we need to heal. And if we don't heal the wounds, you have a heart that is all the time leaking, no matter what you put in your heart. You can put the best things of the world. And we have examples of the best actors or important people, and they have everything. They have fame, people who love the money, everything, and they kill themselves. And you say, how come if he had everything? It's because that person didn't heal these holes in the heart. And was leaking all the time, no matter what you put in there. So you gotta heal your heart with love to yourself. That's
Mm.
nothing comes from the outside. Nothing. Everything comes from the inside, right?
That is really, really beautiful. You know what? I'm going to ask you a tech question. Can you either pull your ear plugs like out a little so they're not hitting your earrings, or take the earrings off, because we're getting a lot of background noise.
Oh,
So I
I'm
want to be.
sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're
I
gorgeous
know.
parts. So pretty. Yeah, you can hold them. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
So, okay, I love that answer. There's so much I want to bite into with that, because I wrote down self-awareness too. I wrote down three selfish things, being selfish in a good way, and self-awareness was one of them. And so knowing who you are and questioning everything, and your words become your world. That's what I wrote down. Knowing who you are is by asking a lot of questions. I had a mentor once who said to me, let's just pretend, because it's true, that everything you've ever believed your entire life was a lie.
Yes.
Was a lie. And he said, that's either going to make you angry or it's going to make you very excited. And I said, I'm very excited by that. That's so powerful, because as we know, you and I know this, when we come into this planet, this earthly human experience, we are pure, pure love, pure positive energy. We are literally everything. We know everything, and we are sponges. And so we start taking in the impressions of whatever we're hearing and whatever people are feeling. We're taking all that on. And so what you said about being 35, and you're pretty much anchored into our personality, is very much true according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, but it's you can reprogram that. You can rewrite that story. You can rewrite the person you used to be. I just did a TikTok video on this the other day, and I said, replace I am with when something after that comes negative, like, oh, I'm too old, I'm stuck in my ways, or whatever, whatever. No, that's the person I used to be. The person I am now knows better. And so knows I can change my life. I can have it be anything that I want it to be. And then I wanted to touch on the forgiveness part, because that was one of the words that I wrote down too. Practicing forgiveness is really for you.
Yes.
It's 100% for you. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That you're forgiving yourself. And for me, this is what I did. This was a game changer for me. And I want to hear how you did it too. The game changer for me was, I had a lot of rage and anger. Actually, my throat's closing up right now, which is just a reminder that it's always there and you can be triggered. So have the tools to have the awareness and correct it. But back when I, was going through everything that I went through, I was guided to do an I forgive you chant. And so instead of doing my regular meditation, I listened to the guidance that I got, and I said, okay. And I sat down on the couch and I chanted, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you, for 20 minutes. And Sylvia, the tears that were streaming down my face, the healing that was happening, the letting go, I was forgiving everyone of everything in my entire life, but mostly forgiving myself. And when I stood up after that experience, I took full ownership of my entire life. I was like, wow, I did this.
Wow.
I did all of this, and I can change it. So it's very, very empowering. How do you practice forgiveness for yourself?
I love what you're saying, because it's so important. I have clients come in and say, how could I stay in there? How could I repeat the same story? And they feel so guilty. And it happened to me 20 years in a marriage. And then I realized that I didn't know,
Yeah.
I didn't know. And I didn't know that I didn't know. So I couldn't even question myself because I wasn't there. I believed that that was my only reality. I didn't have any other um, example of something different. Nobody ever told me before that they could be different, because I don't blame anybody. I create my own world. I made my own decisions. I can blame my ex-husband for my life because
Right.
I chose him, and I chose him
Right.
because that's what I believed that I was at that moment. So it's about, realizing that you didn't know, and you have the power to change the way. You can change your past, right? But you can change the way your past impacts your present and your
Yes.
future. So in a way that life is a lesson, right? Life is like school. We keep learning, and I couldn't be the person I am right now if I wouldn't have lived the things that I lived in my past. So
Yes.
personally, I wouldn't change anything, any single day of my past, because my present is beautiful. So,
Yes.
and I love the woman I am today. So that's what I show my clients. It's like, it's okay. Why? And besides, if you stay in the past, you keep giving the past that power. So it's taking
Right.
away the power to the things that really affects you negatively, and take away your power. So when you forgive and you forgive yourself, you take back your power in all the relationships in the past. So that's a pretty important topic that you're mentioning. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's really powerful. And I'm grateful and glad to hear that your clients are recognizing that and making the changes that they need to make in order
Yes.
to practice that forgiveness. It's so huge. It's so huge. So, all right. So, one of the other ways is that I wrote down, and I want your take on this, is self appreciation. Really appreciating yourself, really focusing on the things that you love about yourself and like about yourself, and even the things that you don't, right? Um, what what are your thoughts on that?
Oh my God, this says, we, especially women, right? We are so distracted when we talk about ourselves. We are worse than our worst enemy, right? We stand in front of the mirror and we start saying, "Hey, it's like with this rage," and we don't talk like that to anybody else but
Right,
us.
right.
So this is something that we need to stop doing. Basically, how? It's like looking at yourself like there's this body is a whole life inside of this body. If I have a big belly, hey, I bear 5 kids in this belly. Oh my God, this is a sacred place in my body. I
Yep.
get to have my 5 kids inside of myself. And yeah, I have extra fat. Well, I should do exercise. Yes, of course. I don't do. It's okay. Just forgive yourself. Again, forgive yourself and make another choice tomorrow if you're ready, and allow yourself to see that wrinkles as means wisdom. And just looking at yourself like this amazing story. And the older you get, the wiser you get. So it's about really, again, looking at yourself with compassion and
Yeah.
with love and adoration. Because look at around women, single moms of 3, 4, they put them in college, in the university, and they work 3 jobs just to keep them in a well place. And hey, if that doesn't talk about your power, if you have extra pounds, if you have wrinkles, or that's not the important part, right? So it's all about looking at you with the eyes of love, and treat you like you are your best friend. You are the love of your life.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Treat yourself like your best friend, because you
Yes,
are. I
you
mean,
are. Absolutely.
I hope you love your own company.
Oh, yes.
Everyone out there, I hope you are your best friend and best company. And you know what? I want to share something that I have in my book. It's day 5 of A Better Today, where it's 30-day challenge, fun, inspirational challenges. But day 5 is to write down 20 things that you like about yourself. You don't have to love it, but you like about, like, I like this about me. I like it, so that you have, when the negative thought comes in, like, oh my God, my hips are too big, or my butt's too big, or, look at all the cellulite, or, look at all these wrinkles, or whatever that dialogue is going on, whether you're thinking it, feeling it, or speaking it, have that list to draw upon. Immediately go to the list whether it's in your head, or you keep it as a bookmark in your journal, or you put it on the makeup mirror or the bathroom mirror, somewhere where you can find the things that you love about yourself and focus your attention on that instead of the other. Because Sylvia, you and I both know this. What we focus on expands,
Absolutely.
Energy goes where attention flows. So whether you want it or not, you're getting it. So true, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And sometimes I had some clients that would say, okay, what do you like about yourself? And it's sad because they start thinking and say, I don't find anything.
Right.
So again, forgive yourself. Look at yourself with the eyes of love. Your past doesn't define you. You are much more than that. So go back inside, and I'm sure that you will find nice things about you. And if not, ask your friends. You gotta find things, because those are your support system. The things that you like about you. Yeah. So I think that is really important to see. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great tip. So yeah, if you can't think of the things yourself, go to the 5 closest people around you and say, will you write down 5 words to describe me?
Yes.
And take that in and go, oh, I didn't realize she thought I was smart. I didn't realize she loved my hair. I didn't realize he, goes to me for motivation. Like, whatever the things are, start with that. That's a great tip. That's actually 25 things. If you go to 5 people and get 5, describe me in 5 words, description.
Yes.
That's a new one. So try that. That's really great.
Yes, because sometimes we feel so broken. I mean, I work with a lot of women that have come from abuse and relationships that were really bad, and they come broken, feelings that they are broken. And actually, there's nothing to fix. Nobody's broken. It's the feeling. So when you say things positive, okay, let's think about that. It's like they can't find anything because they believe so much other people, bad people, would say about them, that is hard for them to turn them around. So another way it would be to turn around the things that you think about yourself, like if you think you're ugly, you start turning them around and say, I'm beautiful. And words, like I said before, create your world. So you start slowly creating your world. I remember one of my coaches, when I was in this dark place, she used to say, just tell yourself those lies, you don't believe now that you're beautiful, that this is going to be great. And it doesn't matter if you don't believe them now, because it will start making some effects inside of you. So, that's another tip, just turn them around. And even though if you don't believe them, say it, because everything around you is listening to you. And it's creating this new bubble of love and abundance and beauty, right? So,
yeah. That's a great tip, because right, even if you don't believe it, the fake it till you make it mentality is so cliche, but it is true, because it is doing the work. The reticular activating system in your mind is on a mission to pull those things to you, and your body and your cells and the field around you is definitely pulling in that energy. So that's a little on the woo-woo side, right? But let's pull it back to the more practical side, because I just realized this, that I think it's important for us to point out that change is uncomfortable.
Yes.
You're never going to feel like doing it. And that's why you stay in the painful situations or stay stuck, because it's familiar. And there's so much fear about the unknown and taking that leap of faith to make the changes, especially to yourself. Even though it's for you, it's too much work. It's too painful. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to get up earlier. I don't want to write a list of things that I love about myself. Like that doesn't sound like something that's enjoyable, you know? And that's why working with you, doing this is so essential and so important. First of all, you're someone who's been there, done that. You did all the work. You had the
Yes.
experiences and you learned. So you want to work with somebody who's an expert in this space because they've been there. It's easy for people to tell you, oh, get over it. Or, you know, oh, you're too picky, you know, when it comes to relationships or
Oh,
whatever
yes.
it is, instead of understanding what's going on with the person. And you have to, as you're listening to me or watching this right now, have to be brave enough to say, I refuse to live like this anymore. I refuse to put my happiness on hold. I refuse to go through this journey alone if you're alone. I refuse to believe that there's not somebody there for me and me for them. I flat out refuse. And I am going to, like I did that day when I did the forgiveness chant.
Yes.
No more. I did this. I'm changing it. I want an extraordinary life and I'm going to do everything I can to get it. So take back your power. So maybe that's another self word, self-empowerment, you know, that we could throw in there because it's about you. The love you seek comes from you. You need to be the love you seek, but you also have to be your greatest advocate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you have a dream, like if you dream to have this partner and to live this happy life, you are the creator of your life. Nobody can create that for you. Nobody. You know,
Right.
this is your journey. So sometimes we say, oh, I can't, or we stay in this place. Well, as long as you stay in this place, nothing's gonna happen. You gotta
Right.
make changes. You gotta start saying, okay, yes to myself, yes to my happiness, yes to my dreams, yes to love, you know, because for love, if you wanna have love, you gotta open your heart widely and
Yeah.
open it, you know, and be ready to give it all. Because when it comes to love, and I'm not saying give it all to somebody else, give it all to love. And when
Yes.
you give it all to love, trust me, the world changes completely. It's like you see the world with the other and with another colors. But you gotta do it. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You know, there's no magic pill here.
Yeah. Give it all to love. Because you know what, Sylvia? It's the only thing we take with us, right? When we depart. So
Yes.
give it all. A, a, did did you say this or did I hear this somewhere else? That a broken heart is still an open heart? I heard somebody say that,
No,
which
not
I
me.
thought,
Yeah.
wow,
It's beautiful.
I never heard that before. But there's truth in that. There's space in the cracks, apparently, you know, and I know for me, you know, my past and my history and, you know, the betrayal and the lack of trust that happened because of my situation. I had huge trust issues. On some level, I still work on that every day or, you know, whenever it pops up for me. Um, oh, where was I going with this? But that the first of all, the work is so important and that you have to be able to be vulnerable
Yes.
in love. That's the word I was looking for. That's where I was going with this. You be open because yeah, you might get your heart broken, but you might not. And you might have the greatest love of all, the most extraordinary love in your life.
Yes.
If you're going to dip your toe in, don't bother. Don't bother.
Yeah.
Dive
Unfortunately, many
in.
women are there. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Because the pain is so excruciating sometimes that we stick to the pain. It's like, okay, I don't want to feel the pain. That's why I don't want to go into another relationship. But we feel the pain every single day because we stick to the pain.
Yeah.
And love is so worth it. It's so worth it. And also, if you want to find love, you gotta define love. Define what love is for you, because it's not what you've been taught. It's not what you've been told. It's not what movies is saying. It's not even Disney worlds. Like I always said, Disney were really killed us with all these ideas of the prince and the princess and the rescue and all that, because love is simple, love is beautiful, and it takes like you say, vulnerability, authenticity, because if you're not authentic, that's not real love. So be yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah. The more, because love is a verb, it's an action. It's not just,
Yes.
Sunshine and roses, you fall in love and everything's better. It is an action. And being open to it, being very communicative, being honest, being vulnerable, being able to see. Here's the thing. I just heard this, so I'm giving it. The flaws and the things that you think are wrong with someone else, two things are happening. That's the mirror looking at you.
Yes.
That of where it's out of alignment with you. But imagine saying that to that person. What's wrong with you? You're this, you're that. They already think that themselves. Why would you do that? But trust me, I've been guilty of it in my own life plenty of times, learning that lesson. So think of the 7-year-old girl, you, or the 7-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever treat that person that way? Wasn't that it? Don't you just want to hold her, hug her, love her? Same thing in love. So be kind and compassionate and forgiving, not only of yourself, but of others too.
Yes, absolutely. And being appreciative. It's like my husband is amazing. I mean, he's
Yeah.
beautiful in every sense. But I don't take him for granted.
Yeah.
I don't take every day with him for granted. Like the small details, I'm always thanking him, because I believe that he doesn't have to do it. We
Right.
have all these beliefs that men, women, we have to do so many things, and we need a man and we need a woman, all these words that we put around love.
Ooh.
But actually it's not. We want to be together, as long as we want to be together.
Yeah.
And then being appreciative. If you're in a relationship, thank you, I love you. Those words are so constructive. And
Yeah.
like you said before, communication. Even when you just start dating, communicate what you like, what you want. That doesn't mean the other person is going to say yes to everything. But you got to communicate and have this communication openly. So, it's so much simple that people make it, to be honest.
Right. It's true. Take a breath. Don't say it. Respond in kindness. Forgive yourself.
Yes.
Forgive yourself if you don't. If you say something or you do something, apologize. Forgive yourself. Allow yourself to be forgiven. Like, you're right. And it's an action. Love is
It's an action. Yes.
So, oh my gosh, this has been so amazing. I could talk to you and drink water with you all day. You've given so many blessings and nuggets to the audience today, which I so appreciate. But I want to ask you how you live intentionally, what your intention statement is for living the I have today way. What is that intention statement for you?
Okay. Wow. That is so. Oh, okay. So for this, I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable and to share my love with all of you. So I have today to love my life, to enjoy my life, to appreciate everything I have. I have today to love myself madly and look at myself with compassion and with passion. I have today to live every single moment and see the world with the eyes of love.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
You're, when you open the dictionary and you look at the word love, there you are. It's you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you
Oh,
dearly.
thank
You
you.
are my teacher as well in life, and I adore you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, we're all in this together, right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
may this episode bring so much love and joy to those who get to experience it. May they share it with people who need this message today, to know how
yes.
beautiful you are, how worthy you are, how much you already are loved, loving, lovable, and so, so loved. And I'm so grateful that you are out in the world doing
Thank
what
you.
you
You
do
too.
every day. So
Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you
We're here
so
to,
much for being
yeah.
here. So let us know how can people follow you or
Yeah,
find you?
yeah, you can follow me on America's Love Queen and Instagram, and I have a group in Facebook, also in LinkedIn, and Sylvia Chavez. So you will find it either by Sylvia Chavez or at America's Love Queen. And
Mm,
come
yeah.
and share with me your questions. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to show you that love is possible and extraordinary love is so worth it because you, my dear, are so worth it and you deserve it.
That's amazing. Thank you. Well, we're running a ticker right now with all of your links, and they'll all
Thank
be
you.
in the show notes as well, all in the description. So we'll make sure that everybody has access to you. So
Thank you, my
thank you.
dear.
Thank you for spending Valentine's Day with me
My
and
pleasure.
spreading your love on this day of love. And I wish you such a beautiful today. And I know I'll
Yes.
see you soon. All right.
See you.
Okay.
Love you all.
Love you. Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye bye.
I just love her so much. Just my heart is full. I hope your heart is full too. But we are not done yet. We've got a few more minutes before I do the powerful mantra meditation. And what I want to do right now is go. I've got a special message for you and an opportunity for you. So, Cherry, cue the tape, cue the video. Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and I want to thank you so much for watching I Have Today. And I'd like to extend an invitation to you to buy my brand new international best-selling book called A Better Today, which is a fun, inspirational, motivational 30-day challenge where each day for 30 days, you get one little thing that you need to do to change your life and improve your life. And so part of the reason why some people struggle to make changes in their life is because they try to do too many things at once. How real, lasting, positive, permanent change happens is through micro bites, micro actions. They create the macro results. So it's available at Amazon. I invite you to pick up a copy there. And for a limited time, I'm offering you a special opportunity. When you buy the book, I am going to give you 4 of my courses for free, absolutely for free. And that's at abettertodaybook.com, abettertodaybook.com. So check it out and start improving your life and making each day of your life better and better starting today. Thanks. So we decided to extend the book bundle with the 4 free gifts. Well, I was feeling love. So we extended it by a couple of weeks. So if you haven't bought the book yet, get it on Amazon. Go to abettertodaybook.com. Hello, I can speak. abettertodaybook.com. And on that page is all the information on buying the book on Amazon and then how to download and get all the goodies. So get them while they're available for free because the prices for the individual ones all just went up. So get it while you can. All right. So now what we're going to do is I wanted to do a word of the week segment, but I don't want to run out of I don't want to shortcut the mantra meditation because I really want, my heart is racing right now. So I really want to give you what I'm getting right now because spirit is talking to me big time. So I want to do the mantra meditation now for you so that it can be a little extra. little bit more today. I hope that's okay with all of you. All right. So what I'm going to ask you to do, obviously, if you are driving, you can't close your eyes. You can listen and hopefully stay staying safe, of course. But for everybody else, wherever you are, put your feet flat on the floor, uncross your legs. We're going to put your hands on your lap. They're either going to face down if you feel grounded, or you're going to turn them up if you feel like you want to pull in more energy from the universe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 breaths today, not 4. 2 breaths today. I'm going to ask you to breathe in for 4, and then I'm going to ask you to count to 8. And with each count of 1, 2, I want you to focus on your chakras and light up your energy. Lighting up your chakras and your energy is going to send healing energy everywhere you are. It's so powerful. Now, I write all about this in my book. I explain the reason why, I explain the colors, all of that. So this is a version of that. So you start with your root, and I'm going to just count, and I will say, once I'll say the numbers, once I'll actually say the name of the chakras. All right. So breathe in for 4, hold it for 8 as you're counting, lighting up all your chakras, including the soul star. Then I want you to blow it out like you're blowing out birthday candles to the count of 8, like really get that deflated feeling in your stomach. All right. It's going to totally relax you. So here we go. We're going to do this 2 times. Feet flat on the floor, hands on your lap, turn them up if you need more energy. Close your eyes and just relax. Breathe in for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for the count of 8 as we light up your chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blow out for 8. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it for 8 while you send energy to your root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and soul star. Now let it out. Keep your eyes closed and just listen to the words. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles big and small. I notice them all. Yes, 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 thank you. I have today to be the love I seek. Today is a day about love, but every day is about love. Everything is about love. Our reason for being here is love. The greatest desire that we seek in our lives to give and receive is love. Let go of the struggle against it. Stop the resistance of it and receive it. Allow it. Allow it into your heart. Allow it into your mind. Allow it into your life. Whether you're with someone right now or not, you are the love you seek. And I want you to start saying that. I am the love I seek. I am the love I seek. I already have all the love that I desire within me. And when I love myself unconditionally, with no judgment, no attachment to any pain from my past, knowing that everything happens for a reason. It does. Even if I don't know what that reason is yet, I'm going to trust and believe in the process that I will. And all I have is today. So I'm not going to wait a moment longer to live and love the way I want to, the way I deserve to. If I'm in a relationship already, I am going to focus on all the things that are right in my relationship and put no attention or energy to the things that cause me pain, or upset me or make me mad or tick me off. No more. I'm going to see the beautiful being in front of me, knowing that they deserve love. My partner deserves love, just like a child, because that inner child is still there. That never goes away. I'm going to honor that. And if I'm seeking a partner in my life, I am going to behave in a way that draws in the complementary, perfect partner for me, the one who's right for me, the one who sees all my gifts, all my grace, all my beauty, all my assets, and then all the flaws, the things that I perceive are flaws, which they aren't. That's just me talking to myself and limiting myself. I too am going to focus on every single person I meet, every single person I come across, and I'm only going to see their beauty, their gifts, and their grace. I'm going to love on them unconditionally, just like I want and deserve to be loved unconditionally. I'm going to attract into my life someone who inspires me, empowers me, encourages me, loves me, and enjoys being in my company, and I enjoy being in theirs. We are aligned. We are so good for each other and to each other. And we honor that love every single day. And so from this day forward, I have today to be the love I seek and show up in it every single minute of every single day. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. I want to thank my guest, Sylvia Chavez. Please connect with her. Get the A Better Today book bundle if you haven't gotten that already. Follow me on all social media at Diane Forster Official. Have a beautiful today. Love your life. I love you. And I will see you next time at I Have Today. Take care. Bye-bye.